Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So last week, I remember one of the big things I talked about was girlfriend problems. Well, that's ended. Again, not to go into details, but the day after that video was uploaded, it ended. I called it, and um, it's sad. I mean, I really like the girl, but it was not working out for us, and I knew it. I had known it for a while, and I still like the person, though we aren't exactly the same by any means. I'm not even sure if she wants to continue to talk to me after this is all done or not. I'm going over to pick up the last of my stuff from her place, the stuff that she had of mine. She had borrowed some things and whatnot. I'm going to be picking that up this week. I wanted to do it this last week, within days of the breakup, but I got called into work the day that it was going to happen, and so we had to reschedule, and it's sad. I mean, but I remember like a week before I had cried, and I think I had gotten rid of most of those ties then. I was holding on, but I wanted to make it through Christmas and hope that maybe it would change, and just hadn't. But I don't want to make this whole thing sad. I am back, like with a vengeance, on my diet. Like I'm doing workouts, and I've been doing pretty good at making myself sore when I do these workouts. The next day you're supposed to feel sore with the muscles that you worked out, and I've been doing a pretty good job of that. There was like 3 days out of the week that I couldn't do a workout. I nicked my back a little bit during one of the workouts, and it wasn't that bad, but I didn't want to injure it worse, so I kind of took it easy. But I mean, I've been really good about my diet. I've been good about my workouts. Taking creatine again, which I stopped taking creatine like 2 months ago because I was being inconsistent with my workouts. And so, despite the one down thing that happened this week, I'm on a roll. I mean, the weight that I was gaining during Christmas and whatnot, that's back down again. I'm down to 331, so I'm just about at the cusp again. Which I've been at 330. I've actually was down about 329 at one point, just before Thanksgiving, if I remember right. I remember weighing myself. I don't remember if I ever caught that on video or not. Because I was telling you that I weighed the day of usually. But Thanksgiving happened and Christmas happened and get-togethers happened, and of course stress eating from the girlfriend happened. And I mean, really, for the last few months, though, there's been stress eating from this girlfriend that I had, and it's all gone. I mean, I haven't been stress eating, and it's great. I keep saying, though, it's not her fault. I mean, she's just a person, and it's my responsibility to not stress eat. And so, but it's been good. Been really good. I will say that I am still stressing out, but for different reasons. I mean, my stress level is way down, but mostly my stress is just, political stuff. Everyone's going through that political stress. It's been stressful here as political, but comparatively speaking, my stress is way low. So I got those resistance bands back out, and I've been doing those. My workout machine that I got, the Total Gym, has been sitting in my closet for years, and I'm almost the weight that I can use that again. The max weight that machine will let you use is, or be, is 320. I want to get to about like 315 before I start using it. So we're talking like 16 pounds to go. And I'll be very excited to use that. Probably won't use the resistance bands very much after that. Even though they're very similar workouts, they're using metal cords rather than rubber, but it's otherwise the same kind of workouts. I will say that when I used the Total Gym before, it was a fun workout, and it was a really good way of getting you to sweat. You know, one thing that I have a problem with when I'm doing weight workouts with the resistance bands or with machines usually is that I don't sweat much. It's hard. They're hard workouts, and then my arms quake or whatever when I'm doing bench presses. But I never really sweat much. But I do remember the Total Gym. I would get a sweat because you would go from one workout to the next workout to the next workout with almost no rest period, no chance to catch your breath. It was literally one thing into the next and the next, and that's what was one of the great benefits of that machine. So yeah, that's something to look forward to. This coming week, I believe it's on the 15th, we'll finally have my biker jacket. That makes three leather jackets now, 2 brown ones, 1 light, 1 medium brown, and now a classic fashion biker jacket. I chose a lot bigger size. Like I'm wearing 2X shirts, but I put in a 5X jacket because when I put in my first jacket, I put in for a 2X, and it didn't fit like at all. I mean, I could wear it, I could put it on, but I could not. It was like a 7-inch gap between the zippers. That's how tight it was, and I still would wear it. I just, because people said I still look good in it. But then I got the lighter leather brown jacket, and I went with a 3X, thinking, that's gotta solve my problem. I think I might even went with a 4X. I can't remember for sure. But I got a friend who's a lot lighter than me. He's lost a lot more weight than myself. Me and him were both big guys, but he got the surgery done and has been losing weight for a longer period of time than me. He was losing weight for almost a year before I had even started losing weight. And anyway, he put on the jacket, the bigger jacket, and he said it felt like a 1X, and it didn't quite let him zip up the jacket either. So that tells you he was I think he was like a 280-ish. That at 280 he wasn't able to zip up this jacket, and that's a 3 or 4. I think it was a 3 because, yeah. So those 2 jackets were 2 and 3, and then my cheap bomber jacket. I paid like $35 for a black bomber jacket. It's a nice looking bomber jacket, don't get me wrong, but it's not leather. It's one was only $35, but I wanted a bomber jacket. So I bought a bomber jacket, bought a 4X, and that fit me the best, but it's still like an inch or so, maybe an inch and a half between the zippers. It looks natural though on me, at least. At least this one, people at least can assume that I can zip it up. But when I went and looked at this black biker jacket, I was looking at some of the question and answers, and people were saying to size up, and I'm like, the 4X didn't work. Let's go with a 5X. So this one, hopefully, will actually fit me. And the funny thing is, I've never had this many jackets in my life. As I've been losing weight, I've been watching these YouTuber channels like Alpha M and Teaching Men's Fashion and Alex Costa, and they've really got me into fashion. I mean, you see me in this ugly yellow jacket. You haven't seen me in the clothes that I'm wearing now. but I look like a rugged, handsome dude in my normal clothes. You know, the leather jacket guy. You know, I wear the Henley shirts and the Chelsea boots, and you know, form-fitting jeans, and you know, I look like a good dude. You know, and I wanted a brown leather jacket, I wanted a black leather jacket, and I wanted a bomber. Those are the three things I wanted. When I started buying jackets, the first brown jacket, I didn't want it in that color. It was a very medium brown jacket, and I wanted a light brown. I wanted like a camel brown jacket. Then I found the jacket I wanted, so I bought it. It was from basically the same company. It was one of those Facebook advertisements, and you know, I bought the first jacket. And next thing I know, freaking, I'm seeing those advertisements everywhere on Facebook, and they're saying different companies, but you're seeing the exact same jackets, right? So I bought the first two for basically $90. I bought the third one for $35. I bought this one for, I want to say it was like $95. Because I like the bad boy look. You know, Brantley Gilbert is like my freaking inner spirit. You know, I'm actually thinking about getting some my ears pierced, both of them, just because I like that look on him, and I actually don't think I look that different from him. But so I don't know. We'll see. I know that's a big thing to talk about fashion, but you know, I did say at the beginning of all this that, you know, when I lost the weight, I was probably going to transition to fashion anyway. You know, I figured I was going to lose all my weight and then update my wardrobe. Well, I'm losing weight. I have to update my wardrobe anyway. When I do it, I might as well get the clothes I want. You know, this whole thing is about being the guy I recognize in the mirror. That's what all of this is that. And you know, for the first time in a long time, I'm starting to feel that way. You know, I'm starting to feel like the guy that I picture myself being, the way I pictured myself being when I was in high school. So I'm getting there. You know, I think once I finally get down to my goal weight, you know, the 220-ish range, I may actually buy a suit. I've never owned a suit, but I'd like to have at least one suit. You know, I've almost never have a reason to wear a suit. It's not like I go to dances or attend funerals very often, or any kind of gala. I don't go to fancy restaurants, but I would like to have a suit. You know, when I set out, the plan was to buy my leather jackets. Then that was gonna be my big thing, was to, you lost the weight, go buy yourself a leather jacket, buy yourself, you know, 2 leather jackets, you know, whatever. That was the plan. And then I started buying leather jackets. I guess I got antsy when I saw the deal for $70 or $80 something, $89, whatever those jackets were. I was thinking, you know, they're under $100 and they look like nice jackets, right? And they are nice jackets. I like them. They're just not big enough for me. And I think that's just because they're made outside of the U.S., not U.S. sizes. So buying a 5X was hard for me, to be honest. Because, you know, if I'm wearing 2X shirts, why am I wearing a 5X jacket? But I think you guys can tell that I'm happier this week than I have been in the last few weeks. Yeah. I'm back on track, guys. Like in a big way. So, I think I will leave it there. It's already a 14 minutes long video. 14 minutes long. 14 minute long. And I will see you next week. Alright, see you guys.